Alright, yeah, welcome back on into some more Magic Arena. We are back once again with our mono-white prison deck. So we are 1-1, lost to blue-black control, and won against red deck wins. So let's see what we can do as far as our next game is concerned. Hopefully we can win it and not go negative on the gold input. We shall see. Okay, we're on the draw. We've got 2 sealaways for early game aggro, settle the wreckage later down the line. Treasure maps for a bit of card advantage if it ends up being against control, so I think this is keepable. Opponent's gone down to 6. They're going to go further? They are not. Alright. Oh, fun, it's blue-white control. Everyone's favourite. Yep. Alright, well, we're going to go with the treasure maps then. For the card advantages. Hopefully we get to find our Gideon's interventions and name Teferi before we stop having fun. Hey. I'll take that. We need to find land drops, but still. Play the second treasure map. Does he have a negate? Don't care if he does, but it would be nice if he doesn't. Ah, he's one of those, is he? Nope, there he goes. Pretending he has something he doesn't. Alright, let's take up the treasure map. We're going to hunt for lands, basically. Field of Ruin will do. I already know what's on top. I'm not going to do the treasure map this turn. I'll just do it on his turn instead. Pass the turn. Question is, what do we name with Gideon's intervention? Because yes, we can name Teferi as one of his win conditions, but we could also name Disallow as his counter spell as well. Need to get that upkeep stop. We want that card. I am going to flip treasure map though this time around. So even though we know the top card, I'm still going to flip it. Yep. Play around countervailing winds is a thing. It's not going to happen, but we can play around it. Alright, Gideon's intervention. Eats a disallow. A negate. Okay. Just as fun. Might be going for the O2 here, actually. Because our opponent's playing fun things. Gideon's Reproach is a dead card. We'll crack our Treasure Cove, unless he's playing Khan. He's stuck on 3 mana, so I don't feel even remotely bad for him. I'm actually having quite a lot of fun with that thought. Let's play Khan, I guess. See if Khan resolves. It won't, but you know. Gotta get those counters out somehow, haven't you? Okay, we're gonna then step stop on his turn so we can make sure to treasure map. Upkeep on ours just in case as well. Sometimes it likes to skip it. Oh, thank Christ for that. He's missing his land drops. So good. Lyra. Could do Lyra. Yeah, sure. We'll draw. Let's crack Treasure Cove. Let's keep going. See if we can get our land drop for the turn. Hey, thank you. Alright, that'll allow us to end step treasure map and flip another one. Keep the card advantage going, which is not something he wants. Wow, resolves. Did not expect that. I thought he might be mainboarding Essence Scatters for red decks. Turns out he wasn't. He might be holding like... I'd say if he's holding out a cast out, he would have cycled it by now, but there he is. He's on his 4th mana. So we need to find like a Gideon's Intervention for Teferi, otherwise that's coming down. Let's start drawing cards. Oops, that's me. Apologies. Ixalan's Binding. I suppose that'll also do. If he taps out for it, we'll Binding it. Scavenger Grounds, okay. Hold that in hand. He might have a Seal Away, actually. That might be his option instead of Essence Scatter. Still going to swing with Lyra, though. Yep, okay. Nothing we can do about this, is there? Nope. Go right ahead. We could have held off in order to wait for Helm of the Host and just start copying Lyra's. That would be a way to get around his Seal Aways, but I'm sure he's mainboarding Fumigates and things like that. Alright, he's got a Karn. I think I'll Binding the Karn.
Our actions determine the course of history.
Okay, ticks up.
Well chosen.
Finds... well, he's just exiled a Disallow because there's no way I'm allowing him to have that. Gets his tap land though. My turn. Fumigates. Probably not relevant. Right, Binding. Actually, let's use the last of our treasure coves, see what else we can find. Seal Away. Helm of the Host. Damn it. Alright. Binding. We could get Lyra back. And then play Helm. Then it doesn't really matter if he has the Disallow, then he can stop us from equipping for a turn, I suppose. He's going to have Teferi as well, though, so I mean... it's a tough one. That's a tough one. That might be his only creature removal short of Teferi anyway. Ah, you gotta kill his card advantage, I think. Play Helm of the Host. If we get Gideons, we'll make 7 Gideons. We will oops all Gideons him all day. Why is he playing Helm of the Host? What madness is this? There's Teferi.
I know my responsibility.
Hero of Snoreland. Oh, boring. Alright, draws.
Hurry!
Untaps 2 lands to open up his Disallows. We hit land drops. We're officially in a bad spot. So we have all of our creature-based stuff and nothing for controlling the board whatsoever. His hand is like actually god tier against red deck wins, but it is hot garbage against Teferi decks, which is such a shame. Yeah, I guess we just pass. Not much we can do. That's probably game, actually, if he resolves that. Keeps drawing cards.
Keep up the pace.
Fun, fun, fun. Oh, goody. Oath of Teferi gets into that ultimate super quick. And blink a land. Could crack it in response. Might as well, aren't I? This game's really over, so... Crack it in response. For fun. Thins our deck and make sure that we hit more creature removal. I need to hit that binding for Teferi, and I need him to not have a counter spell, which is Magical Christmas Land.
I'm not done yet.
You're not done yet, Teferi? That's surprising. Okay, untaps 4 lands. Have we even shown him Gideon's intervention? We have. Okay, so if we do draw it, then we'll try and play it. We don't. I'm gonna scoop. I'm not playing against this. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Control. Let's have a look-see. Sorcerer Spyglass for Planeswalkers. We would go down the Gideon's Reproaches because they are dead. Fumigate's not so good. Settle the Wreckage is not so good. We don't actually have too much to add in, unfortunately. We can bring in Fragmentizes for cast outs, I suppose. What else? Solemnity doesn't seem that good. Crook of Condemnation doesn't seem that good. Yeah, I think that's about it. So what do we cut? Probably a Seal Away. You have to keep some chaff in our deck, unfortunately. Yeah. That sucks. Not really got the board. We already have quite a few pieces in the deck to deal with control to begin with, which is why our sideboard's not really geared towards adding to it. It's only a slight tweak, really. But yeah. That'll have to do. Okay, we're on the play. We have Binding, Binding, Intervention, and Maze of Ith. I guess we'll take it just because we can start locking down some stuff if we're lucky enough. We'll see. We need to hit our 4th land at some point, though. Farmland. That would have been nice if that was a Spyglass, but twas not. It was one of our dead cards. Opponent deciding which of his basic land arts he wants to put on the battlefield. Like a true control player. Goody. Wow, opponent. Gonna be like that. Discards a land drop. We might actually just get a free win then. Pass the turn. Apparently you don't want to play. Maybe you hate playing against my deck. Who knows? One could dream, right? Okay, well. Go get a basic. Thin the deck. Lyra. Okay, well, Gideon's Intervention's coming down. It's going to get hit by Negate. Can't really play against it because there's nothing else in our hand worth playing. But if it resolves, we name Disallow. Oh, come on! Maybe our opponent's having connection issues. I don't understand why they'd do this otherwise. Wow! Disallow. Boom. You can't count us my spells anymore, unless they're negate worthy. It's another reason why I'm not that big on this competitive league, to be honest. I prefer like unranked best of 3 for matches on the channel, because I get to do highlights, and this is definitely a low light of this league. This would be the kind of video that I just probably wouldn't show, because it's an absolute snowfest. And I do apologise for that, guys, but you guys want to see best of 3, and I want to play best of 3. Alright, we're going to Lyra. You can't disallow it. See if he's still holding Essence Scatters around. We can attack him with Lyra as well if it resolves. Wow, he is running Essence Scatters. Wow. At least he's got dead cards in his deck as well. pretty damn dead, as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to get this upkeep stop just in case. We might not want to... well, Ixalan's binding that, actually. It's 1, 2, 3... Yeah, we can't cast binding and play at the same time. We're going to draw a land anyway. Alright, binding. Keep him pinched. Pass the turn. We're at 6, so next turn we flip Compass. Ramps us a little. That's about it, really, as far as effectiveness is concerned. I guess we'll pull a land. We'll do it on his turn. Actually, I have Arch Veresco online as well now. So this will eat a negate.
That's new.
Is it, Gideon? How long have you been playing Arena? It's pretty much all we see. Okay, I'm gonna do it now. 1, 2, 3. I don't need to hold up and seal away. Or binding. So I'll do this now. Trigger will hit, it'll flip. Basically get that last little bit of thinning out while we still can. So how's everyone doing today? Has everyone watched E3? That's been it's been my main draw for the week. It's like gaming Christmas. I kind of treat it as it. I don't think I've missed a full E3 in about 10 years. That being said, Square Enix is on right now, but I'll watch it after this recording. Alright. Our opponent plays the game. We are going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we want to play Helm of the Host? I just want to draw a card. We draw a card. Do it now. Tap Spires, tap Scavenger Grounds. Draw a card. It's a Spyglass. We can name Teferi if it resolves. We get to see his hand as well. We get to see what problem is over there. But it's getting negated. Wow, he's running cancels. Okay. So this Gideon's Intervention is actually not a catch-all in this case. Good to know. Island. Hits a Khan. Tapped out though, so we are going to binding it. I'm Khan. We could give him the disallow. I think I will actually, because we know he can't cast it, and that Field of Ruin takes care of my Arch, and I don't want that. So let's do that. Say goodbye to Khan Daddy. Can't cast those no more. We can't activate Arch, so I'm just going to slam down this Helm of the Host. For later. Can copy Gideon's and copy Lyra's with it. If they should resolve. He passes. We hit a land drop. We'll draw for the turn. 4 mana open, so a lot of our cards are castable here. Treasure Map is quite nice, actually. Small card advantage. Never doesn't have it. Counter dot deck. Okay. He's virtually got a 4-card hand as well because of this. He might even just have like a 0-card hand because of this. All of our Ixalan's bindings. He is like just straight up passing through his turn, so let's draw with Arch first. Tap our colourless. Hit Gideon's Intervention. So we could name Teferi with that. He's gone through 2 negates, cancel, Essence Scatter. There's a disallow in here, isn't there? Somewhere? Oh, I thought there was. Oh no, we gave him it. Try name Teferi with this. Okay. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, cannot be cast, so we only have to really worry about, what, Gear Hulks. That's about it, really. Cast Outs could get him back in. If we get another intervention, we'll name Cast Out. I suspect he might be running that over Ixalan's Binding. Oath of Teferi, okay. Essentially a dead card. So he has no Planeswalkers he can use. We get a land drop, which is fine, because that allows us to arch and play more things. More lands, okay. Play treasure map. Pass the turn. End the turn. River's Rebuke. Wow, okay. Yeah, Spyglass on top. We get to see what he's playing with before we replay all of our lockdown stuff. He gets to double Karn though, so there is that. But if he double Karns downwards, what's he going for?
Nothing is ever truly lost.
The Field of Ruin. I see. And reveals top card.
You may regret that choice.
You can have... Have a Gear Hulk. I can seal away it. I've got no other use for it, so... Okay, so, Spyglass. Do your thing. Gear Hulk settles, seal aways. Okay, he's got another River's Rebuke, so we need to probably name that. We can name Karn with Sorcerer's Spyglass. So this is for Karn, Scion of Urza. We need to name Disallow as well, so he can't cancel us. Disallow. We need to name... what else? River's Rebuke. Oh, we also need to name Teferi, don't we? Basically, if we do this, it encourages him to River's Rebuke us again. I guess. Which gets it out of his hand. He's probably only running 2, so yeah, I'm going to name Teferi again. And play planes, play the treasure map. Upkeep stop if he doesn't rebuke us. Oh, he does get his ass Canter. Didn't think about that. Did it make too much of a difference? Ooh. Okay, he must be waiting until maybe he can play... I don't know, actually, what he's waiting for. That's interesting. Fumigate to the bottom. Draw. Field of Ruin, okay. So I'm going to Field of Ruin his search for his Canter. See what we have to worry about, I guess. Get rid of that. Thins our deck as well. So, searches with his Azcanta. Finds his Teferi. Okay. Get a planes. I'm going to hit the Oath of Teferi so that he can't activate twice. because that would suck. We did lock him down from playing it, didn't we? Yes, we did. So we might as well just pass and then we can arch, I guess, in response to his Field of Ruin. There it is. River's Rebuke with 3 mana left open so you can disallow something. Fair enough. Mm-hmm. So we lose the first intervention to the disallow. Then the next one hits. Starts ticking up.
A curious choice.
You can have the Gear Hulk that I plan on binding.
What was lost is now returned.
What are you grabbing? A negate. Fair enough. Filling up with nastiness. But he can only use one of them. Oh, you can actually... Yeah, you can only use one of them. Nothing's changed there. Alright. Draw a card. Fragmentize. Yeah, we haven't actually seen any cast outs from him. Dumpster settles. Right. How do we proceed here then? Lead off with Gideon's Intervention, I guess. I'm going to tap down our colourless stuff because he's going to be hitting at least one of them with the Field of Ruin. So this one hits negate, yeah. Which is fair enough. The next one has to hit disallow, I believe. Don't tell me that unknown card's also a negate. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Oh my god. Of course. Wouldn't expect anything less. Alright. That's Spyglass. We're gonna name Teferi. Yeah, Teferi. Hero of Dominaria. So he can't cast that. And then I guess we're gonna Scavenger Grounds away his graveyard so his Gear Hulks don't really do anything. Could do that on his turn though. Discard. Fragmentize, I guess. It's useless at the moment. Probably going to be useless for the foreseeable future. Reveal some cards.
Good choice.
Have a Fumigate. Gets a card.
Your patience is rewarded.
It's a cancel. I actually hate our opponent's deck so much. The hatred is flowing through me. Alright, wipe his graveyard. Which turns those Gear Hulks into just normal cards. Okay, treasure map. We know he's got the cancels. You can counter 2 things here, so I'm just gonna try bait some stuff out. That resolves, okay. Well, it's binding time. This won't resolve. Binding going for Khan. Yep, there it is. Game. Thank you. Binding going for Khan. Torrential Gear Hulk. Sure. Going for cancel. Sure. I actually just want to lose at this point. Is anyone really a winner when they play this game? This particular matchup? I don't think there is. Okay. So, we now pay one with the treasure map, seal away the Torrential Gear Hulk, of which he Gear Hulks and probably... or cancels and then Gear Hulks. Pay one. Tap our map. Helm of the Host at the bottom. Let that resolve, thin out our deck. Ticks up with Khan.
The choices we make reveal who we are.
Have a Meandering River. We actually have the Spires to keep the Gear Hulk in check. But I'm still going to go for the Seal Away here. Just to get out some more counter spells. We also want an upkeep stop as well to make sure we can hit something nice. He's got to cancel as well, has he? Alright. Good for you. Alright. Untap your Gear Hulk.
How convenient. An excellent choice.
Have an Evolving Wilds opponent. Okay. Tap the treasure map. Fragmentize to the bottom. Good, good. It's a Lyra. Lyra will not resolve. Helm of the Host. See if we can get a counter out of him. I guess so. It resolves. Alright, we're gonna get an untap step for our treasure map and hold open the rest, I think. I want to encourage a counter so that we can resolve this Lyra. It's our only way of winning. And he's on 24. We win the mill battle. Oh, it's so bloody warm in this room. Kill me, opponent, because I'm dying. Oh, God. Right, Khan ticks up. Have a Fumigate, opponent. Yeah, sure. Have your cancels, opponent. So glad we're going to lose this. So glad. Yep. You gonna swing and make me use my Spires? Of course you are. Right, well I'm gonna go for the Seal Away. I'm gonna make you use a counter for doing that. Come on, there you go. You're never not gonna do it. Alright, flipping the treasure map. Something good, please, to be counted. He actually has the Gear Hulk plus counter now as well. Binding. Seems fine. So we go for the binding, he plays the Gear Hulk, we cancel, then we go for the Fumigate and wipe them both. Or try, anyway. Because he can't not counter this, because then he's got a dead card in hand. Yep. He's tapped out, we Fumigate. We might be starting to punch through. I don't know. Kill his Gear Hulks. I'm sure he's only running 2. We could play Lyra here. Gets fumigated and sealed away. So probably not. Looking at my Helma host. 20 cards to our 27. Why isn't he going faster? Exile faster, opponent. Keep carning. Don't calm down. Calm down doesn't mill you. Takes a Field of Ruin for our treasure cove, I'm imagining. Yep, ticks up.
A curious choice.
Have a farmland. Got enough mana at this point, and honestly, the cycle gets me closer to winning. Weird as that sounds. Teferi. Though we can't use it.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Unless he's just drawn the exact answer he needs, which, of course, he has. I guess he forgot. Alright. Since he didn't Field of Ruin us, let's start drawing cards. Another Helm. Okay. I could 6 Khan by playing Lyra for 5 and then Helm for 5. He's got the disallow, actually. That will never happen. Do I just play it anyway, though? I think I do. I need to be able to resolve a Gideon. Wow, Essence Scatter, obviously. Sorry if it sounds like I'm not having fun, guys, but I'm not. I like to be straight with you guys. I'm sure there's many people watching this right now who also wouldn't have fun in this situation. I honestly don't want to win, so I got better things to do than go for a game 3. Field of Ruin. Spires. Sure. Okay. Thin the deck. I would have hit Treasure Cove, honestly. But, yeah, I guess he wants to go for his tokens.
Withstand a righteous army.
Yeah.
Allow me to introduce you to a friend of mine.
Have your Toki boys. Kill me. Gideon's Intervention. It's not really good against the tokens. It'll eat the disallow, though. Does it want to eat anything else? Do I want a treasure map to get that eaten by the disallow? And then name something else? I could name Khan, but it wouldn't do anything. You could just only not cast Khans. Intervention doesn't stop activations, unfortunately, although I wish it did. It would be fun. So I could name the disallows, but he's also got a mix of cancels and disallows, so I'm really not sure. We've gotten through most of them anyway, so, you know. Just don't know what I'd hit. Nope. Alright, well, treasure map. Game. Thank you. Lets it go. Intervention. Construct token is not a card name. Yeah. So we're taking 4. All the mana in the world. Alright, they're going for 3/3s now.
Some solutions must be built.
And then he has to tick up with him. Which gets him to 13 cards. You can have a Glacial Fortress. Yep, take 6. I'm gonna get an upkeep stop. I'm gonna treasure map on end step. See what we can find. Gideon. Actually, I don't mind Gideon if he can resolve. Draw. If we can resolve Gideon, we're all good. So we can Gideon. Another intervention. 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus another 5. Should be able to do all of that. So this is the bait. To name... To name what? Well, it doesn't really matter. So Gideon has to 0 to make himself a 4/4, and then the other Gideon can tick up. It's not really going to do much, is it? We need to deal with this situation first. Unfortunately. Let's see what we're going to draw, I guess. That might make our decision a little different. Fumigate. Alright, we'll wait. We'll try and resolve the Fumigate, because he's going to be 4, 8, 12. It's not lethal, he can't do it twice. So we might be able to make infinite Gideons. Well, not necessarily infinite, but...
This will aid us.
Minusing for what? I don't know what you... Oh, he's got more counters.
The choices we make reveal who we are.
Have an Evolving Wilds. God. I'm having so much fun. We're dead next turn. We get an extra draw because of Treasure Cove. So maybe we find the bait for that disallow. So, flip our treasure map, get some treasures for the Treasure Cove. Something good on top, it needs to be. Khan. I mean, if I did play a Khan, he's probably gonna... If he's a bad player, he's gonna counter this. I'll take that. I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Oh, I've punted. I've missed that Helm of the Host trigger. Because I'm a fool. I meant to go for the Treasure Cove. It was a misclick. Not thinking. Okay, so we go for the Khan. He counters, hopefully. And then we fumigate the board. He's got 2 counters, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to have to Gideon. And have that be countered. Which is not enough. So he's probably going to let it resolve, but might as well try bait it anyway. Come on, 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 come on. Counter it, counter it. Counter it and don't have another counter. Alright, that's the revealed counter.
Well played.
It's the one we knew about. Game, thank you. Fumigate. Does this resolve? If it doesn't, we're dead. Judging by this long hang... Wow, okay. Up to 11. He's at 9 cards. Really sorry, guys. The game went on so long that my hard drive filled up. We actually won. Yeah, we started making copies of Gideon's, and he couldn't do anything, and he was just going to deck himself. So, game 3. Hopefully it's a real quick one, because I'm starving. Let's see, shall we? I don't know how much of the match we actually lost. In terms of recording, I just looked at top left and realised it wasn't recording, which is a shame, because after that punishment of a game, I really wanted something out of it. Oh dear. Come on, I'm in a rush. Thank you. Gideon's, Khan's, Lyra's, let's go. Opponent's on the play, so nothing resolves, and it's probably a quick game anyway. This video will have gone on long enough, even with the recording being cut off. Come on! Please! Stop. I'm on the verge of just scooping. Thank you. It's honestly the case that I'm like, as long as this game ends quickly, I don't care who wins. I don't need the gold. Search for his canter, okay. Planes go. We know what we're playing up against anyway, though. We know that he can turn the tides with a River's Rebuke, so we'll name River's Rebuke. We know he's running cancels and disallows. Excuse me. So we know that that's not going to resolve through either of those. Let's go Gideon. Gets negated. Oh, wow. Okay, well, we get the emblem.
Defend yourself. You cannot win.
We'll try and resolve Helm of the Host next turn. Because it's the most expendable card. It's only a fun win condition. Should have mentioned as well we didn't sideboard any differently. We went in with the same deck. It's not much to change. We got all pieces we need. Okay, well, I guess we go Gideon's Intervention. Try to name one of the counter spells he's got. Could even name Teferi. Either way, I think this needs to happen. Probably should name Teferi, actually. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, cannot be cast next turn. It's going to try and seal away my Gideon, I assume, so I'm just going to tick up. I don't actually need to attack him with my Gideons.
That's enough.
If that was his plan. So we know he's still running the sealaways. So I'd much rather have Helm of the Host equip and then have the tokens get sealed away. Field of Ruin is dead at the moment. Won't be for too long. We'll have compasses and things like that. Ready to go. He just passes. Okay. Let's try Helm of the Host. Let's it go. Nice. Alright, we'll tick up. Field of Ruin. Doesn't really matter. Next turn we get to start making Gideon copies. See where we can go from there. Dovin Ban.
I can read your flaws like my odds are ever
Okay.
improving.
That's a strange option. I like this card though, actually. He's fun. Okay, well, let's make Gideon a creature.
You'll have to get through me first.
And start making Gideons. So we already can't lose. Now we have 2 Gideons. Or about to, anyway. Do you, do anything? Your importance can't touch. That's pretty nasty. Don't know if I need it, though.
Won't help you win.
Could try take him out, I suppose. Get sealed away, but... This is the non-token one anyway, so we got the Fragmentize. If we draw a land, we can Fragmentize out a Gideon. Helm out the other one. Tick up on Dovin Ban.
I don't think so.
Doesn't really matter. Fumigate to the yard.
This should help.
Keeps ticking down. This is backup budget to Fairy, I guess. Very useful right now. So I would really love a land off the top, then we'd have 3 Gideons. Nice. Okay. Give me a Gideon, please. Cancels. Cool. So, he might have a disallow to stop me from making another Gideon.
Going in.
But, we're going for it. Equips, makes a Gideon. No attacks. Ticks up.
Always triumph.
On Donovan Bane.
There with me.
2 Gideons. Can't lose as long as we have one of them. So I don't know what his plan is really. Legend rules his other Search for Canter, which is very interesting. Please don't make me play this out. I've got better things to do.
Advantage mine.
Kills Dovin Ban. Oath of Teferi. A land. Okay. Well, Sorcerer's Spyglass is kind of nice. I'm gonna creature up my Gideons though.
Waiting for this.
We can actually get in with them because he's tapped out.
There with me.
Equip up one of them. Make another. Swing for 8.
Virtue
And
will always triumph.
tick up on Oath of Teferi. Doesn't matter.
Not if I can help it.
I'm pretty sure it's impossible for our opponent to win now, so he's probably just going through the motions and making my life hell. Because he can flash out a Gear Hulk and kill one, and then the other 2 tap out to make it not deal damage ever again. I suppose he could River's Rebuke. So I need to get ourselves a Gideon's Intervention. That is actually very much possible. Ooh. Okay, let's find out what he's got. Sorcerer's Spyglass. We've named Teferi already. He's got Gear Hulk. Okay. So, tick up on Gear Hulk.
There with me.
And never deal damage again. 0-1
I'm
Gideon.
ready for whatever you've got.
Helm the Gideon. Make another Gideon, so we can swing for 4.
Let's do this.
Next Gideon, swing.
Prepare to defend yourself.
Seal away if you feel like it. Take up Gideon. Unearth the Teferi.
No, I don't think so.
And eventually we'll crash the game and win. That's pretty much where he's putting us right now. He's holding out for his River's Rebuke. It's pretty obvious. Or maybe a Settle the Wreckage to get one of them. Who knows? Fumigates his Torrential Gear Hulk. If you're gonna play like this, just leave. Please. Please. I'm begging you.
I've got you.
Make all of our Gideons into creatures.
Here we go.
Because he hasn't got Settle the Wreckage open.
For this.
Make another Gideon token. Go to combat. He can take care of 1. But we've just replaced him.
Show me what you can do.
And he's dead. Holy hell. Wow. We beat Blue-White Control in the longest, grindiest hell of a game I have ever been in. I did not enjoy that. I enjoyed that last bit where we smashed him, but Jesus Christ, that was bad. Ugh. Well, that puts us on 2-1. Yeah. So we lost to Blue-Black Control, 1 against Blue-White Control, and 1 against Red Deck wins. So that's a pretty good chunk of the metagame right there. Hopefully we come against Blue-Black Control again and we can show off the ability. But we are now in on the amount of gold that we've put in. We're getting straight back and we're getting at least a rare and 2 uncommons. That's going to do it for today's episode, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it and stuck with me through all of it. If you did, like and subscribe, hit that little bell icon, share the video if you did enjoy the video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.